late, as always. I know. Born late, gonna be late to my own funeral. I gotta plug this light in. It's not very good lighting here if I don't turn the big light on. Hopefully this isn't too much. There we go. Hi guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually a little nervous here. Does everybody hear me? Let me see if I got my volume up. I have lots of fans on because our air's been out for a long time. Long time. So, gotta get my cigar. See who's here. So I want to say hi to everybody. I miss you guys so much. You have no idea. Hello, Natalie. Hi, Penny. Hi, Penny. Amanda Marie. Let me get these on. Look at old ladies' glasses on. Oh, Heather Marie. Hi. See you, Kenny Marie. Ah, hugs. Thank you, guys. It's been rough. Hello, Jody. Mwah. I actually, hi, Tina. I have not been on here for a long, long time. For a purpose, for a reason, obviously. Ground rule today, you guys can ask me anything you want. Talk to me about anything you want, except for my kids and my case. I cannot, as I stated in the little explanation or whatever it's called, the intro, I am not allowed to. It is an unconstitutional, but it is a gag order, and I don't like jail. I'm not a jailbird, so it's great to see you guys. Tammy, thank you. Tina, it's rough. I know I'm not the only one, but I also know I never thought I'd be in this situation. I shouldn't be in this situation, but I am. I had to back away just because of my own sanity and the things that were being done to me because of being online. And I'm going to tell you, first off, Echo, volume 4. I love Echo. Let's see if she can just play. I love music. That is my coping skill. I have drums. As a lot of you know, I'm getting good at it. I also have a couple guitars, not playing, but one's for my daughter. I did pick up a keyboard. I'm not sure if it works. We're trying to get it to work. That is my next goal, is to play piano. I love it. I think that it's elegant, and music has been the #1 way that I have coped through everything. And Tammy, you are right. We don't want me in there. It's dirty. It's nasty. The food is such, it's not the great hotel that it should be. Just kidding. I can't talk about my criminal case. That is public record. It is no gag order. It is in a totally different place. So, hello, William. And I think I saw, let me see if I saw Dale. Hi, Dale. Mwah. Thank you guys for joining me. As I said, I'm a little nervous. I just wanted to keep it light and just kind of a, hey, how is everybody? I'm still here. I'm still kicking. Hello, Reagan. Gosh, it's been forever. I miss you guys so much. I look better than last live. I was torn down, guys. Completely, 100% down to the ground. As I said, I can't talk a lot about it, but let me just say, I miss my kids. I miss my family. I miss being a mom. I know that people are going around yapping their jaws. None of it is facts. Someday those will come out, but I just have to say, I am trying everything that I can. I am doing what I am supposed to do. It has obstacles that come in the way. Let me see some of these. It says that these people aren't nice to us. Yes, music helps me. It has been key for me. In fact, I just got my drum set up downstairs. I'm going to put a music room down here. we've worked really hard on the house and trying to arrange it so it accommodates all of us, me and him and the kids. They still have their bedrooms, they still have the house. I am looking in the process of selling it, but now we have this music room where I have my drums, and I got it set up the other day. It was kind of early in the morning. My neighbors didn't like that much. I did have visitors for a noise complaint, but everything, I just like to tell you, everything went well. I am going to get the body cams because I did extremely good, especially with the criminal case being that it does involve officers. It is really hard for me. I have a lot of PTSD from not just abuse from the officers, but neglect from the officers doing their duties. But there's one officer I really like, Officer Johnson, and another officer came out, and I actually invited him into the house, showed him the drums, apologized, we joked around about it. But it is my coping skill. It is the #1 coping skill that I have found to really help. I love the drums. I also like to sing now. Not really good at it, but it's fun. It's a karaoke night, I guess, kind of thing. Let's see, I don't care about your record, just be you. Thank you, Tammy. And that's it. I am fighting the criminal charges because, look, guys, I will own my stuff. I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I fuck up. I say the wrong things. I do the wrong things at times. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Truth is truth. What happened was an escalation of a PTSD and assault. I'm still fighting my toe. I know people are like, yeah, she had it before. No, it was totally different broken toe. I break my toes a lot just because I'm really clumsy. They just fitted me for a wheelchair. I still walk with a cane. I have 2 slipped discs from those officers, along with a broken toe. This is all medically proven. So when they came out here, I was really proud of myself. I was able to handle it with respect and not allow any of the past to come up into the present. It says that I missed you too, sweetheart. I think of you often. Thank you, Reagan. I think of you guys often, and that I think is why I was so down, why I was so depressed. I missed being me. I missed doing the things that I like to do. I missed the contact that I had with everybody. That is the mom in you, girl. Yes, like today I went shopping for groceries. But my son, and I can say this, my son has recommendations due to his disabilities. And some of his recommendations involve like kinetic sand, and Chloe uses art. So I picked up a sketchbook for Chloe. I picked up some new kinetic sand for Jet. We actually went shopping. I can't talk about the case, but I can talk about a little bit about some of my time with my kids. Every moment I have with them is precious. I cook for them at home. We played, what is that called? Croquet. We played pie in the face. We have tie-dye shirts. We have went shopping. We have bunnies that we take care of. I love the bunnies. Unfortunately, one of my little guys, my little hamster gal, she passed away. Very sad for me. So we just have Bolt. Bolt is still living in his mansion, eating whatever he wants, trying to bolt every chance he gets, but we love him to death. We have the 2 bunnies. One is named Snowball Bunny, and the other one is Peter Rabbit. I feed them. I take care of them every day. Tony is building them this addition to their cage. They obviously keep me going. Let's see, you look healthy and absolutely beautiful. Well, thank you. I need these though because I can barely see. I've been like this for years, Jamie. It's hard for me to cope with dealing. I know, and that's one thing I want to talk. The next show I'm going to talk about the trauma and effect of DCS and CPS in your life, because I never, ever thought that I could be as depressed or down as I was. I'm still coping. I have a therapist, which I adore. I'm so thankful for her. They come to my house. I also have the doctors and physical therapy that comes to my house because it's been so bad. And we all do need coping skills. So in this process, I've had to learn how to deal, not just with anxiety, depression, PTSD. I have battered women syndrome, but also the situation now, what I'm going through, the stress, the frustration, the sadness, the absolute moments that you feel like there's no hope left are hard. And he says, hey, Sid, hi, Bev. Bev, see me. I'm trying. I usually don't even get up. I have poison ivy all over. So you're not alone. We do fuck up, you know, and I don't understand why people don't allow that for people. What is wrong with making mistakes and learning from them? Because I have. One thing I've learned about CPS is not all of them are the same. Yes, I do not like several of them, but the therapists that I have and the visit supervisors, hands down, I have lucked into the best visit supervisors ever. They fit right in our family. I lost the big Tony whenever a change happened, so he's no longer with me, but I still keep in contact. He still checks on me. He still encourages me. The other visit supervisor is still my therapist. She was our family therapist, and I was with her today. She was helping me take care of some things. I still don't have a vehicle. That's been just a mess. Let me take a drink. But she recognizes all the hard work I've put in, and I could not appreciate her more. When things changed, I was like, oh, we're gonna get this new visit supervisor, and absolutely adore her. She fits right in. They all get along with my kids. I couldn't ask for a better group, and I learned that through this, that not every person in this system is the same. It's not. Hello, April. Carolyn is the one that said that, why did you stay away so long? I'm still having a hard time. I have developed a bit of social anxiety, fear, and it has to do with the online stalking harassment that I still go through. I don't usually engage. I did the other day. I'm human, but I try not to engage it. I try not to feed into it, but it's hard. When you have these things being said, and anything and everything you do is copied and kept in a database, and used in a totally different way, it's scary. I also had to watch out. I felt that I had to go away in order to take care of what I needed to take care of. But in that process, I definitely lost myself. I became depressed because I was not who I'm supposed to be. I felt forced to be gone. I have developed this anxiety of, this is really a big step for me. I decided I was just going to do it tonight. I know that people are going to say stuff. I know this is going to be used against me in the social networking, and that's okay. It's like, I had to come to the realization that those people do not know truth. They can say whatever they want. Doesn't mean that I have to believe it, or anybody believes it, or know it, or fall into it. I know who I am. I know what's going on. So I have to let it go. And it is hard. It says we missed being on here. I miss everybody so much. I do. I miss you guys so much. I'm glad I can talk about things. Yeah, it's difficult. With the help of my therapist, with the help of my friends and my family, and yes, my fiance, my boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, the one that they bash too, he's an amazing person. He has helped me through a lot of things. He is an amazing man to my daughter. They are art buddies. You should see some of the things. Let me show you one thing. They just did this. She wanted black, but this was done outside. We painted rocks. They painted rocks together. I have all those. And thank you, Reagan. I also have I'm afraid to reach out to people. I get nervous. I get scared of what's going to come out. I keep things bottled up inside a lot. And that's hard. I'm not even able to come and say certain things. I accept them, I recognize them, and I do get treated for them. But I have a hard time saying things. I have a hard time showing weakness. I know that's not good, but everything I've been through, that's where I'm at. Let me see, it says I could never love you more. Oh, thank you, Reagan. You always stay so strong with everything going on. I know God is going to fix this for you. I have to have faith. I still wear this. It's my power band. It says she believed she could, so she did. Trust the reserve of strength within you. And this side says, life's tough, but you are tougher. And this is the most meaningful thing that I have. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my warrior ring. Both of these were sent to me from one of the best supporters and somebody I love deeply, appreciate very much. Not that just because they buy me stuff, because of the meaning. There are so many times I catch myself having to look at this. I actually lost it in the attic, in the insulation, and that sucked for a bit, but I found it. And then I lost it for a little period, from taking it off and stuff. But I found it right at the right moment when I really needed it, and I've not taken it off since. It is very important to me to remind me I'm not just here for me. Regardless of what is said, I feel like I'm leaning forward. Let me take you guys back here. My back is killing me. Regardless of what is said about me, I'm for my kids. 1,000 gazillion bazillion%. They are my life. It has been hard. Somebody said something the other day, and it hurts because it's facts. I'm not there to kiss him goodnight. I'm not there to tuck him in. I'm not there to send him to school. I want to be. I'm trying to be. And I used to be. And so life really changed for me. And in order to get through it, there has been times I thought I wouldn't. I'm not going to lie. I was and am very broken. Very broken. There's Tiara. Hi, Mama. Glad you're doing good. You look good. Just got to keep your head up. It's so hard to see. I'm so blind. I got new glasses, too. And they were off. I can't believe they treat us like crap, and that's what they put us through. And I can't either. The one thing I'm just shocked at some of the things that they do. I didn't even think, before when I did what I did, I knew there was things going on. But now living it, I can't believe some of the things that they say and do. I've had to recheck some of the guidelines, the rules, and some of them are just left out for them to do whatever they want. And that is, if everybody's wondering why they're not here, blah, 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 look, it has nothing to do with my parenting or the fact that they're safe in my beautiful home. I don't care what anybody says. They don't know facts. They are safe. They are here. But this is the way that the system works, and this is the pattern that it follows. So, unfortunately, a lot of people are going through it, and I'm sorry. I feel for you even more. It's hard for me not being able to see my oldest. It's hard for me knowing that I'm going to have a grandbaby and I can't see him. Knowing I would do anything to repair that. It sucks. But it's where I'm at. I have to deal with it. She says that, Terlyn says, I love that you're real and not a phony, real honest. Yeah, I try to be. I've always tried to be, not a liar. I don't like lying. I'm not going to say I've never told a white lie to get out of work, but I'm not a liar. And I prove it time and time again with the people that matter, that are close to me. Oh, hello, Danette. That's my grandma that I love. I am, hope that you're doing well. I know that we just unfortunately went through a sad anniversary, but I think of you all the time. I love you dearly. You are a huge part of my life, and you and your family are a huge part of why I keep going. I don't know what's in store for me later. I don't know where I'm going to be. Justin Glasscock, I missed you. I really missed you guys. Tara Lynn says that's harassment, plain and simple. You have the right to live your life. Yes, as long as you are law-abiding. You know, you're right. And I felt like I couldn't. I feel like even on the unconstitutional gag order, it's wrong. It's wrong. There's nothing being protected with my children. It is strictly protecting the people that are doing wrong within the system. And I will say that. I don't know how long I will continue to abide by it. I have a piss poor attorney. Piss poor piece of crap. I've told him that many times. Hi, Regina. I hope you're doing well. I know you've went through a lot lately. Bottling it up can make you sick. It did. It really did. I have been fighting the extreme fatigue again. It's been hard. I am not going to lie. There are days that I just want to crawl in a hole. When I go to them and I have to leave them again, it's like being ripped apart. My heart and soul being ripped out every time. My son and daughter are facing so much too. Thank you, Jody. All my love, dear. And thank you, Reagan. I'm going to try to stay strong, but this is key. Who's around me, who's supporting me, who loves me, and who's there for me. Uh-oh, Kim says she can't hear me. I don't know why, Kim. Can everybody else hear me? Regina, I do want to send my love to you again. Regina's been somebody I've known since high school. I also know her family, love her family, and I just know you guys have been through a lot lately, and I'm so sorry. Belinda, hello, hey, hey, hey. Tina Hooker, hello, hey. Christine Samarco. I'm sorry, I'm really terrible with words. This is also true. And I'm assuming you're talking about what happens, but you will one day, Mama. And I agree. I'm never going to give up. Never. I can't. I won't. That's not in me. It's hard, and there are days I want to just stay in bed. And like I said, crawl in that hole, but I'm going to get right back out. And I'm going to find my way to standing up. And I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to fight. There's one thing that has been said over and over and over through the people that are part of my case. I advocate for my children. I always will. And I do it with respect and dignity and integrity. And I know what is right for them. And I know what they deserve. And I know them because I've raised them. And even though I don't tuck him in at night now, I was the one always there. I have taken him to every doctor visit before this happened. I've taken him to every sport event. I've been the one to do their hair and make sure they were ready for school pictures. I'm the one that bought the school pictures. I'm the one that did all the IEP meetings. I'm the one that did all the specialists. I was there for the surgeries. I was there for everything. I was there when they cried. I was there when they got hurt. I was there for everything. And I will continue to be the most involved I can at any moment until my kids come home. Thank you, Christina. Big hugs and love sent to you as well. The system is very screwed up. I won't be the same person I am, or sorry, that I was before this. I can't do the same things. I can't put the same risks, but I'm going to make change. And I still truly believe that God has put me on this path for a reason. There's no doubt in my mind that I still am Jamie Starr Johnson, national advocate and activist for family rights. And I will continue to specialize in corruption within the government, DCS, and law enforcement. I still believe that there's a moment in my life that will happen that will change a nation. Say it's dreaming, say I'm crazy, but I'm not. I was meant to do this. And nothing has changed that in the fact I may not be the same position or person. I'm not going to have, the same job, I guess you would say, within this movement, but I'm not stopping. I'm just moving on, doing what I'm supposed to do, learning what I was supposed to learn from this. Yes, we have been chatting for a while. Thank you. That is probably, Tina says, I'm glad you can be there for me on here. And that is what I miss the most. Knowing that I made a difference in everybody's lives, just by being a friend, being friendly, makes a difference. Danette, I will. I'm having a hard time calling. I'm having a hard time answering the phone. I'm having a hard time getting out of the house. Today was a big deal for me to get out of the house, just in fear of what's out there. And I know that's silly, but it's hard. I go to my visits, or they come here, and it's not because I'm not allowed to have them here. The visits were here during the summer, but unfortunately they have school, so I try to make it as easy as possible on them. So like yesterday, okay, let me tell you what was it? Thursday. We went to a mall, and they had these riding animals. They're like ride on for little kids, but for big kids, and they're motorized. So me, Chloe, and Jet all raced on them. I was on a unicorn. We had a elephant. Was it elephant? Yeah, elephant, and I think it was a monkey. I don't remember, but I had the unicorn, and I was kicking butt in it. It was so fun, and I was laughing so hard, and we were just racing up and down the mall with them. And Chloe had to have it. She's like, mine's so slow. So she switched her brother, and then the fast one became slow just because of her. I swear, it's like everyone she got on was slow. So then she's like, I need the unicorn. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, I don't have my unicorn. And this little girl goes, well, why did you give it to your daughter? And I said, because sometimes that's what moms do. They sacrifice and give things to their kids because it makes them happy. And then Chloe was kicking butt. So she's growing quite a lot. Jet is reaching a little bit of a growth spurt, which is great. He's going to have to see his endo doctor again because his growth is still not where it should be. But he's just a little guy. My oldest son is a little guy too. So I appreciate everybody being there for me. I really do. They've offered me deals. I'm not taking them. I'm only wanting to go to trial. The problem is there is a whole entire car cam that is the key to the case. I have been nagging them. I finally got the evidence link just now, after the pre-trial the other day. I have been asking, and they kept sending me links that were expired. She said she sent them, and they're not there. So it was very disappointing, but there is one key thing missing, of course. So I am talking to some other attorneys, but I do have a pretty good substitute public defender, my public defender. I don't talk to her much. She's been on some kind of leave. But no, I refuse to do a deal. I am not guilty, number one, of resisting, and I am not guilty of assaulting an officer. I'm the one that ended up with 2 slip discs, bruises all over, severe bruises. I had the officer tell me when I told me he was going to break my fingers, which were black and blue. Yes, I have a blood disorder. That doesn't mean that I deserved any of that, or that somebody just touching me was going to cause me to bruise the way I did. I kept telling him he was going to, he's hurting me. He would not let go. My body doesn't go that way. He said to me, when I said about my fingers, he said, good, maybe you'll stop resisting. And I'm like, I'm not resisting. You're freaking hurting me. He threw me on the back of the van. He also told me, in his exact words, now see, this is all missing off of the other cam. Imagine that. He immediately started tossing me around, threw me on one vehicle, threw me on top of another, and then threw me and slammed me to the ground. None of this is in the affidavit is right. It's not. That's not what went down. Yes, I got irate. Yes, I started cussing at him, and yes, I was mean. I was in the middle of a PTSD moment. That is not good. When the officer said this is the last time I'm going to hurt you. He literally said that. Was it a mistake? I don't know. All I know is that's what I heard. And PTSD, as well as my battered women syndrome, kicked in. And I felt very threatened. I was getting hurt, and it was continuing. So there's 3 things that abused women or men in any situation will do: fight, flight, or freeze. Learned that in my domestic violence courses. I fight. I'm a fighter. I do not freeze. I do not run away. So it's not that I was fighting, but after I was cuffed, after they started illegally searching my vehicle, not just what we bought. Look, I didn't do any of that. If things were missed, I sure the hell didn't know, and I sure didn't approve of it. And it shows even in the affidavit that I had nothing to do with anything but bagging the groceries. I spent $200 on groceries. I honestly was not going to leave until the incident occurred where it can sound crazy, but this is the thing. I've said it since day one. It is documented. Sorry, dropped you guys. It is documented on every single body cam, or I'm sorry, car cam document, recording that I wanted this looked at, because literally this guy that was supposed to be working there showed me a different person's ID, period. It freaked me out. I have had assaults. I have not ever talked about one where I was assaulted and left very injured. I have had a guy draw a gun on me in that mire, if everybody remembers. I have been stalked at that by the TMA clan, where they've taken pictures. I also am very nervous in public. I started to turn around and go with him until he couldn't even tell me what supposedly didn't get rung up. That's all it was, guys. Something didn't get rung up. They made it into something bigger because I left, but I didn't leave to leave. And I'll explain. I asked him what didn't get rung up, because I just spent a lot of money, and he couldn't tell me, and he just acted really sketchy and funny and weird. And I said, I want to see your ID. He did not have a name tag, obviously hanging around. I did not see any other employees come up to me. They state that there was another person there, but never once did that person come up when I asked for somebody else. He showed me that ID, and I looked at him and I said, that's not fucking you. That guy's like 50 years old, dude. You're 20-something. And I said, I'm leaving. And I got so nervous that I felt it was in my best interest to go up to a different location, not around this guy. So I started walking away. He tried to grab me, and that set me off again, because they're not supposed to touch you. But the way he was acting was just really sketchy. Yes, I would have went back in, and I would have taken care of anything that didn't get rung up. Not that I did it, but I would have. And I was planning on. When I left, he came out and followed me into the parking lot. Some words were exchanged, and I once again asked him for his ID. Show me that ID again. And he did. And he admitted. He said, it's not me, but I work here. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, I dropped you guys again. Bing, bing, bing. I am not going anywhere with this man. Who knows whether he got stick a needle in me. I have had some things happen where when I was assaulted, I have no memory. So, no. I'm at a mire. I go there every week. I spend hundreds of dollars there. However, I am not going to just walk in and get away with shoplifting or stealing, because they know me. They all know me. How could you not? So my intentions were not to leave to get away with something. My intentions were to go to the gas station that is owned by Meyer, still in the parking lot, and call and ask for a manager to meet me there, and we would take care of it. Fortunately, that did not happen due to what's the word? they used excessive force. They immediately were, for a little couple of things, they came at me with a taser. Went up to him, I was like, are you seriously gonna tase? And then he grabs me and he starts cuffing me, and I was like, are you seriously gonna cuff me? Like, why didn't he walk up to the car, asked to hear my side of the story, which I had begged him, even while they were hurting, to investigate the guy with the fake ID. Why would you show a fake ID if you work for Meyer? It freaked me out, guys. It's not a lie. It sounds crazy, so why would I make up something like that? Regina says, I love you too. Hang in there. We are strong. We are a strong generation of people. Yeah, we are. Thank you for the kind words. Absolutely, always. You are always in my thoughts and prayers. Your family, your children. And then Heather says, don't let them put your light out. Keep telling the truth. I will. No matter how crazy it sounds, it's facts. It's truth. Now, why won't they give me those car cams? It's bad enough that they didn't have body cams. Look, I said some things I regret saying. I was very mean at one point. I did watch the car cam of the ride there. I did say something I did not even realize I said, and I am for that sorry. I do not wish harm upon anyone. I was very angry. I was hurt. Everybody should have a second chance. I don't know what it is. Some things I can't. I do believe God forgives, but that's not my place sometimes to forgive. And but I need to say this: what the state of the world is in, unless you are beating, starving, or abusing in any way your children, they should be with you. Every minute is precious. And the damn government that thinks they can in order and dictate everyone's life, and the people are waking up soon. The evil I think it's supposed to be will be gone. The evil be gone. I agree. They are dictating everything. I can't make an appointment for my kids. What right do these people have to come in and take our children? They don't. They don't. What right does an officer have to immediately put his hands on me? He doesn't. But it puts you in a position where I'm at, and I have to follow some of the rules, and I do. I'm not here to be difficult, but I am here to do what's right. My papa taught me what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And for the 23 years ago when I dealt with CPS and I did what was right, I didn't defend anybody. I didn't protect anybody. I protected or spoke the truth. My daughter was not injured by the hands of an officer, my ex. He was found not guilty for a reason. But regardless, I still broke up with him. I never had another, I didn't have a relationship with him after it happened because my daughter was more important. But they still dictated. They took my child because they stated they were worried that I wouldn't know how to protect her. That was ridiculous. It's kind of we're going to take your baby because you might do something. And thank you, Ronnie. It says if you just help one person, you definitely just change the world. I hope that I help a lot. I hate seeing people that I help come back to bite me in the ass. It happens a lot. I know that some of them are on the hate sites, but I don't feel bad about what I've done, how I've helped them. I'm going to keep my distance, but a lot of them get a second chance with me too. I believe in second chances. Wait a minute, it says, where is that at? I want to go. Which one? I don't remember what kind of pleas deals have they offered you. Probation. I'm not going to jail, guys. The house arrest, then to probation. It's not a big deal. These people saying I'm going to do a hard time. You guys are crazy. My ex just did his plea, and in Hendricks County, he got for theft. Now, let me remind you, I'm not talking bad about him, but these people want to say stuff. My ex has open cases. Just settled 3 of them. One of them, Hendricks County, did 10 days. That's it. Done and over. 10 days. Shit, I could do that. I did 3.5 weeks. Miserably, but I did it. And a jury trial is always best. Yeah, they tried to say that I waived my my rights to a jury trial in this last hearing. I'm like, I haven't even been here. We've been postponing the pre-trial. Hell no. So they did schedule it for a while. And it's not right the way they treated me. They immediately, and I have my opinion and my what I believe happens. I have had problems with Plainfield Police Department, as it's well known, well public, for years. Specific ones. I love a few of them. I love Officer Johnson. He's great. He's wonderful. He knows how to speak to me. Even the other day when one of them, Nolan, we are okay, but he started to push buttons. He made a comment when I tried to do the right thing, obviously. He made a comment to me that was, "Come on now, Jamie. This is what happens." And I looked at him and I said, "Nolan, are you really going to come at me like that? I'm being very respectful to you, and I called you here for help. I am learning my boundaries, and I am handling it with very effective coping skills. And you're triggering me, majorly triggering me." So I put him in his place, respectfully, kindly, and went on. And I dealt with what was going on, and we had a nice, somewhat nice interaction, but that is what I get from them. Very much come in here with the attitude and the, what is it called, pretense that I'm going to argue and fight with them. I don't like to argue and fight. I really don't. I don't. I'm not an arguer. I'm a lover, not a fighter, unless I have to. I'm a warrior, but I'm not a fighter. You should have told them the way you felt. I was trying. If you're talking about the mire, I tried. I never got a chance to even tell my side. They threw me all around, handcuffed me, threw me around, and let me tell you where the assault came in. This is the assault. I'm already battered. My back is killing me. My arms, my neck. I've been thrown around. I have bruises on my arms. My whole body ached already from what they had done. I stand up when he's searching my car. My purse. He had no right to search my purse. He's looking for my ID. Well, my ID suddenly come up missing. I was going to help. Plus, my back hurt when I sit. So I stood up, completely handcuffed. Handcuffed. As soon as I stood up, two men officers that were standing guard on me, I guess, kicked both my feet from underneath me. At the same time, slamming me down on my tailbone, which has been broken, and I have all those disc problems. This is where the slip disc came in. The broken toe was already there. It was from being thrown up against the stuff and jamming my toe on the cement. When I hit, look, they're still coming for me, and I'm in PTSD, full blown. I'm going to protect myself mode. So that's what I did. Out of normal reaction, I kicked at them and told them to stay the fuck away from me. I cannot completely say without the evidence of the car cams, which would be on there, but I am telling you, I do not feel that I ever landed that kick. I know that I kicked at them, and that is what got me assault. That officer never saw a doctor, never had it looked at. There was no pictures taken. There is nothing, no injury on that officer. I did not beat and resist these officers as I've been accused of. But yes, things happened, and it got way too escalated because of the excessive force and abuse of their power from the get. I was more than happy to handle things, more than happy to take care of whatever needed to, even though I did not purposely take anything myself. I did not and would not be okay with that. I pay for everything that I ever buy. I just went to the grocery today and paid for it. The merits of the case do not matter. Don't go there. Written complaints will hold all the dirties accountable. Looking at this dude now. Jamie, go back on with V and reach out to me for some solutions. Knowledge is power. I agree. That's Scott. We can talk, Scott. Will you please drop me a line? I get really nervous. Like I said, I have a hard time initiating any contact because of this PTSD thing and this stress and anxiety and social anxiety I'm going through. And you're right, how they treat citizens. You want to know what the worst thing is? Let me tell you. The worst thing is the violations in the way they're treating my children. The facts, they don't listen to them. The fact of the matter is they don't care what my kids have to say. My kids don't lie. It is the other people that have lied. My kids have never been in fear. They are not uncomfortable in my home. Right. Ronnie says, if you steal something in Tennessee, it has to be more than $1,000. Meyer policy is $250 is what they prosecuted. That is nowhere near the sodas and a few things that were misscanned. We had problems with the scanner. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't pay attention. I was bagging. When I bag, I get in the sweat. It's a lot of work. And as soon as they assaulted me. It was ridiculous. And that will be proven through those car cams if I can get them. I tell people, I wish to God Tony had picked up my phone and recorded. I would have. So if you're ever in that circumstance, oh man, record. When I get a car, I'm probably going to get a what are they called? Car cams. I know it's not a car cam, but the camera that goes in the car. I know it has another name. That's so stupid. It is a car cam, but and it's excessive force. Let me tell you about this officer. This officer has YouTube videos already. Has been that Audit America kind of things where they audit police officers and stuff. Have done stories on these specific officers. I call one Pretty Boy. He was one of them. And I don't know the other two's name. But they also, the arresting officer is Officer High. He is the first black officer in Avon and has some videos on that. And what really gets me in those videos is he says, like good officers like Officer High. Why then do you have not just me, but other videos out there where you are cruel, nasty, inappropriate? I am a small, handicapped woman. I did not deserve what happened. And I definitely, being disabled, made it very clear. I have a blood disorder that can cause internal bleeding and kill me. I have 5 herniations in my middle back or disc issues, because at one point they started as bulging and herniations, but now some of them are really bad, bone on bone. My 3 lower, 2 of my discs are completely flat. There is no disc juice. The one is rubbing so bad, the bones, where half of that spine bone is shaved down or worn down, and it doesn't look normal. I do walk with a cane. I do have a walker, and I just was fitted for a wheelchair. It is not a, like, what are they called? Electrical ones. It's a manual. It's ultra light, but it'll help me when I'm out and about trying to do things with my family. Sorry, guys. I know I'm terrible at this, holding this camera. Thank you, Ronnie, for believing in me. I'm glad. That's why they keep informing. Hold on. I'm trying to read that. See more. And I am going to get off here in a little bit. I do plan to come back with the I Love Jamie show and do a little bit more structured. I want to talk to you guys about my life now, where I'm at, what I'm doing. I want you to see my life, the people around me, the things that I'm, doing, whether it be fixing the house up, doing my drum room, my music room, playing drums. I want to play drums for you guys one day. And that's right. That's why they keep informing certain rules. I don't think it's supposed to say informing, but because everyone keeps letting them get away with it. Everyone needs to stand for their rights. It seems all of our rights are being stolen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, guys. United we stand. It makes a change. It makes a difference. I'm on live. I mean, you come in here, hon. I didn't mean that. Just, in the garage, maybe? My guy loves his man cave. But I love my music room. Enforcing. Yes, they keep enforcing these laws. Sorry, guys. I was like, informing? What's that mean? Thank you, Tina. I want to catch up. Do you have a doctor's records? Yes, I went to the hospital. Yes, and I'm actually still fighting it. I do have arthritis really bad. So I have arthritis in that toe now pretty severely. I have to wear my boot on and off. And absolutely, I was unable to get to the doctor within like the day. But actually my visit supervisor is the one that came and picked me up and made sure I got home. And I did miss a visit because I couldn't walk. But it's all documented. Absolutely. X-rays, everything. Marilyn, hello, honey. Loss prevention people can wear normal clothes and don't have to wear store IDs when working. That's what we did in the store I used to work. And I agree. But they're supposed to have IDs. Myers is they have an ID. It doesn't have to show. But my problem was it wasn't anything other than this guy showed me an ID that was not him. That freaked me out. I had no intentions of running away. And I know the stupid affidavit says I ran to my car or something. I'm like, I had 2 big cartfuls of groceries. Like, I didn't run and throw anything in and dart off. I took my time. We had a lot. So it's not the way it is. This guy doesn't want to admit to showing me a fake ID. Why did he have a fake ID? Why? I just want to know why. Why? And then when I told him to get somebody, I was like, somebody else that really works here wants to come out and talk to me, I'll be here. And I took my time putting my stuff in there. Yeah, he has his job. They didn't even question him. I spent 3.5 weeks in jail. Power tripping cops need to go, all of them. Yes, they do. But yes, I want to say this. There are some good ones. I really, again, like Officer Johnson. The guy that was here, I don't know his name. Javier Casa. I love him. He's been a part of my family. Not part of it, but knows my family. And anytime I need, anything, I could call upon him like I did last time CPS came out and they did the compel. That is who was here, and that's who I requested. Thank you, Heather. I've missed you guys, and I cannot continue to cower, be afraid, let the other people dictate who I am and what I do in life. Not going to happen anymore. I will respect the gag order till it's not time, and then it's all coming out. I have been working hard on pulling all of my paperwork, all of my evidence into a binder, easily trackable. I have been talking to another attorney. Even if this attorney does not take my case or we don't work together, I just have to say a shout out to Corey Scott, law firm here in Indianapolis. He is a great guy. I have not had the honor of or the privilege of having him as my attorney, but I am working on it. He fights for rights. He does not agree with what DCS does to families. He does do family cases and he does criminal. And he is a very respectful attorney and person. So shout out to Corey Scott Law. If you guys are looking for an attorney, at least check him out. I can't say get him. I have not had him, but I've seen he has a lot of videos on what to do in the circumstances of law enforcement over. I'm almost off. Oh, got it done. Yes, I will be up. That's our friend, and he makes me laugh. I needed that in my life, and he's so funny. And he helps. He does actually help me with dishes too. The house is looking great. I did have let me explain, I came back from Florida to a sewer line clog. I lost all my carpet in the front room, some of the tile in the kitchen and pantry area, but I actually like it a little better. My allergies are a little better. I couldn't believe what you find under carpet when I don't even have animals. I was like, ooh, no, I don't want that. Tara Lynn says there are some good ones, but until the good help get rid of the corrupt ones. Yes, none are trustworthy. I agree that it's kind of like CPS. So they do the, it's called the caseworker shuffle. I call it the caseworker shuffle. And I have a new caseworker that I have for a while. So that's number 3. And they say, well, I can't do anything about what the other person did. That's not me, and I can't do anything. Okay, but you know the truth. What do you mean you can't do anything? I'm telling you, I'm showing you. Facts, proof, and evidence. Yeah. My friend is so funny over there. I love you. And I did need that in my life. And that honestly has been part of my healing process, is having a friend close by that helps me laugh, and that this is on live. No, it's on live. I got 20-some people on here. He's like, is that a chick? I needed that. And I needed somebody to show me that I am worthy, because so many of our, like he said, you are worthy. That's my bud, man. That's my bro. Because so many of us are beat down through this system. So I'm going to go. It's late. It's Saturday. I got some cleaning to do. I actually want to watch some of my show. I've been watching Merlin. I'm going to come back next week. I'm not going to talk about my cases. I'm going to let you guys know where I'm at. I am going to talk about the effects and trauma of DCS and CPS. From my point of view, it's been hard. I've learned a lot through my domestic violence course that I took. I am going to continue some treatment required. I've been working on that. I know people are like, oh, she's not doing this, this, and this. I have medical problems. I have disabilities. Oh, I dropped you guys again. I like dropping you. I'm sorry. And that is what I'm trying to deal with. I have to do things that are appropriately set up for my body, for my needs. So that's what we're doing. I'll fill everybody in. It'll be a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm back. I'm back, and I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna remember that I'm a warrior. To the person that got me this, thank you. It means the world to me. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna believe and continue to have hope, and I am gonna do what I have to do. So I love and miss all of you guys so much. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for all the kind words, for the support. Good night, Tara Lynn. Good night, Tina. Good night, Dale. It's so good to see you. I hope, let me see, Regina, if you're still here, Heather, Tina, Amanda. We go around, but, you know, I still have love. Nobody has to have the same opinion. Nobody has to have the same point of view. But one thing I just ask is that people start, quit pushing all their stuff. Because I actually am smart. I'm intelligent. I'm a part of this. And there are things that I know. I have done a lot of things in my life that have built me into who I am. So I just ask that everybody look at everybody's side and respect it. That's it. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to follow it. Let me see who else. I want to say, I don't know if Justin's still on here. Justin, is there a place that I can see who's on here? Oh, I think there is. No. Wait, let me see. Oh, no. I told him to move that. We keep hitting our head on this bird cage because it's a hamster cage. You know, Bolts likes adventure. So he gets to hang out in the bird cage, like, up high on our thing. And Tony hung it right in the middle of the room on the... And then my friend is like 6'4", and I still hit it. So it's good to see everybody. All my love to you guys. Thank you for the support. One thing I ask you guys to continue to do is pray. Pray for me and continued, progress. Pray for my children. Pray that they come to their home that they've known their whole life. I'm not saying that their other parent doesn't deserve time or... but I've always given that. I still feel that I am the best place for them. And I will continue to do what I need. And I know that Amanda made a comment here. Not everybody has to like everybody. Not everybody has to agree with everybody. And not everybody has to have respect for everybody. The only thing that I ask everybody
is to stop bashing, stop the name calling, stop the extreme bullying. And I'm not saying you're doing that, Amanda. But that tears a person down, guys. Makes them want to put a bullet in their head. Makes them want to die, because it is hard. And I know. So please, that is all I ask, is be kind in your differences. Be loving and pray for that person. Don't push your agenda or your ways of thinking on everybody. Come to them with love and openness, and I guarantee, at least in mine, I take those things that people say and I try to look at them, and a lot of them I apply. A lot of them I think, yeah, you know, I probably was wrong, or I could adjust this. But they come with love and kindness, because when you come with hate and you come with name calling, bitch, you piss me off. You know, that's the attitude that anybody's going to get. We're going to get defensive. So all my love to you guys. I hope to see you guys again next week. Bring some questions, bring some stories, anything that you want to get with me beforehand. Like I said, I really want to talk about the trauma and the effects of CPS's removing kids, and my kids specifically, just the effects. I'm not talking about the case, but where I'm at, how I've gotten out of that hole, how I got in that hole, where it put me, and where I'm going. So all my love to you. Have a great weekend, a great week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.